Hello friends, once again I welcome you back to the channel. So today, as you can see on the charts, I have some indicators over there. As you can see, I'll be sharing the setups and the modifications. As I always say, is that personally I love price action, and I love to be straight clear that I do mostly price action analysis in my personal trading, and that's what I actually teach in the mentorship program. But these indicators, yes, over on Telegram there. Actually, if you guys want to text me, you can find the link in the description. You can text me there. We can talk about certain things. I have friends, most over the last week, they were asking me about indicators, and it was a good talk that we had. That those that are trying to combine price action and indicators, which is a good thing. All I can say is that any strategy, there are many approaches to the market, you get, and we cannot all have a similar approach to the market and we win. There should be some differences to the way we approach certain markets, but for as long as you can backtest something and it is consistent and you understand it better, then you go for it. What matters most is you making a profit. So even before, the other point that I wanted to say is that yes, we shall have a series of videos. This one is going to be on step index. We shall try it on, let's say, boom and crash, and the rest I'll be uploading the videos in the coming days, and we shall see how it is relevant to our trading. One other thing is that I'm going to be answering some of the, I got some question. One was asking, what is the difference or what is the correlation between volatility 75 and the S&P 500. One major thing that I got from that question is that this person wanted the information about, let's say, the volatility 75, which is a good thing. And in the coming videos, I'll be talking some little information about these indices, what they mean, and how they came about. All we know is that all we should know, by the way, if this is trading, trust me, I'm one person who follows current affairs and who loves business, and I like news about, let's say, Tesla. But if you're to realize, one of the things that has made Tesla to be where it is because they have a lot of information on what they are doing. So the more information that you get about trading will be really helpful as you go on. If this is trading, what are you really trading? So I found it a good question for someone to ask, what is the correlation between volatility 75 and the S&P 500. So we shall be talking about that tomorrow. I'll be talking about that in tomorrow's episode. So today it's step index, the 50 minutes time frame, and as you can see, we have some indicators here. All I can advise, don't put a lot of indicators, you get, don't put a lot of indicators to confuse yourself. Now this indicator setup, basically some of the moving averages that you can see on the main chart, I've shared them before. We actually have 3 moving averages on the main chart, and then we have a MACD just down over here. Let's just do a little bit of backtesting. Now these moving averages, one of the things that they can help us to determine is that they can help us to determine the long-term movement of prices and short-term movement of prices, you get, depending on, let's say, the crossovers, and sometimes depending on the way price changes to oscillate to a given side. So some moving averages, actually most times we'll find that if they're on main chart, if they cross below, sometimes if you properly relate the time frame, they will mean a certain thing, you get. So basically this is going to be good for you. I've mostly been back tested it on the 15 minutes time frame, but it's also going to be good on the daily time frame, as maybe we shall backtest more so in the coming videos, you get. So basically that's what I love to do. I love trading on the M15 and doing the analysis on the daily time frame, and also M15, but those are the time frames that I like most personally. It's okay if you have your best time frames. So let's first turn our eyes to the main chart. I hope it will be clear to you to see what's happening. These blue moving averages, I'll be sharing the parameters. As you can see, if we go here on the charts, whenever we see them, we are going to see a couple of things. There are those moments when the prices will be, let's say, below. They come touch the moving averages, and they bounce back and they continue down. And then there are those moments when the prices will come, they reach in between these moving averages, and then they reverse to the direction where they've been coming from, you get. And then there are those moments when we shall see these candles, let's say, crossing through these moving averages, and they go up, you get. And then that time it will be one of the confirmations. Remember, we are having a couple of indicators here. So actually, we are on the main chart. We have 3 moving averages. There's this one that is white, you get. There's this one that is white. Let me make it a little bit bold. So that maybe it will be clear, you get. So we have a white moving average, as you can see. So basically, this one is going to help us whether to see it's moving. You can see that it is tightly moving with the candles, you get. So each moment it crosses, you get. Let's say if it crosses from down to up, and it properly crosses, remember this is M15. By the way, you guys, on M15 you're not going to have that kind of fear that is going to be happening on M1. You guys, the lower time frame, the more you go on lower time frames, the more the algorithm is moving at a higher rate. So sometimes it could be tricky just over there, unless you're so used to the market, you get. So sometimes some of you want to come and get in quick profit, you get. So I don't advise that. So on M15, these candles are going to form, you get. These candles are going to form at your own pace. You can properly wait, and then you take entries. So when the white moving average crosses both moving averages, both of these two blue moving averages, there we can say that the price has shifted to go up, you get. So we scalp off. So basically, some of the best take profit points will be you knowing some bit of price action, you get. It will be after you knowing some bit of price action. And whenever we see that the white moving average crosses both moving averages, then we can say that we are in a downward trend. But these are not the only confirmations. We have confirmations down here. We are going to talk about that. So when we backtest, at least we can see that there are those moments when we got fake breakouts, you get. Here the market broke out. We can see that the white crossed above, you get. It crossed above, and then everything was happening. So those are some of the moments. Actually, here these are some of the moments when we can say that we got some kind of a false signal, you get. So basically, but we can see that yes, the market tried to calm down, but still it went up as predicted. So be careful. Sometimes there are those moments when the market scares you off. It crosses, it comes down, but still it came back up. So if you guys know a bit of price action, there you're good to go somehow. So basically, I think I've explained what happens on the main chart. Remember, this is step index. Also go back and backtrack and backtest it, you get. It crosses, you take. So which means one of the things that I love about M15 is that if you check out these indices, almost each and every day you have an opportunity to trade a clear move, you get. There's an opportunity to trade, and it will be good for you if you know price action. Trust me. Maybe even before I go to the downer, to indicator window 1, someone was asking about my mentorship program, whether it ended and all that. You guys, given that this is the first time that I was teaching, I anticipated to be through within 1 month, and I should have been through with teaching by the end of this month, August, as I used to say. But some of my students really got some challenges, and then they were not following every day, because I was expecting to teach almost every day, or at least 3 times a week. So given that I could not get in touch with them some of the time, and I really wanted to dedicate enough time to them, I was forced to go beyond that. Actually, this program, it's going to run not until up to like October, but I've almost dedicated the whole year. So this year, even my students who had hoped to study for 1 month, those that I'm teaching, I'm going to teach them throughout the whole year. It is not that we're only going to be learning. Time is coming, they are going to start trading, but I'll be assisting them until the year ends, you get. But I promise that I will have a long-term relationship, so which means even beyond this year. But for up close analysis and sharing of knowledge, the whole year is dedicated. So feel free if you want to join, but basically there, if you want indicators, please, you just come on the channel here and watch them, because there we are talking serious business of price action. I'll be honest with you guys, unless if you request, because there we chat almost every day, we chat almost anytime. You can ask any question for as long as you're part of the mentorship. The link is going to be in the description. Actually, information, some of the information about mentorship is going to be in the description below, you get. So that is done for mentorship. Now, as you can see, is that I told you once we cross, and then you can see that when we cross, most of the time, even when prices try to come down a little bit, I don't think here they would have hit your stop loss, still they would go up. But now we have another indicator just down here, which is the MACD. So now the MACD, one of the funny things about the MACD is that there are those moments when we can see that it is going to be oscillating from up, or it is oscillating from down. And then there are those moments when it shall oscillate, let's say from up, it comes, it touches this level, and then it goes back up, you get. So this is going to be an important and helpful indicator as we go on with using this indicator setup. So basically, when we see that some of this, actually this is why we are going to be getting stronger signals. When we see that the MACD crosses up, you get, actually our eyes most of the time are on the main chart. This is it. Whenever we see that the moving average has crossed these two blue moving averages, the white crosses the two moving averages, we look here on the indicator window 1, because basically, practically, according to me, most of the time the eyes are on the chart here, you get. So when it crosses, we come and check out here. If it has also crossed up here, you get. If it has also crossed up here, we get in, you get. So now there are those moments when the market was coming down. Yes, it was trying to come down. Let me try to zoom in a little bit there. So we can see that just over there, the market crosses, and then it tries to come down. But then you can see down here, the MACD wasn't changing to oscillate down. It was just touching this level 0, you get, and then it goes back up, you get. So unless if maybe it had crossed down, there I would consider exiting. But now you can see that it crosses up, and also it crosses down here, and then we stay in, you get. The market is trying to consolidate, it's okay, but now not until we got our profit, you get. So basically that's what you're going to be seeing. The market comes. Now there are those moments when you're going to be seeing, I'm looking for something here. You can see here the moving average didn't cross below, you get. It just ended in the middle. Here the MACD was trying to cross down, you get. But the strongest signals that we are going to be taking are of this main chart, you get. Whenever the white crosses below, there we start to think, you get. Those are the concrete signals. So there are those moments when the MACD will cross down, but then if it crosses down and also this white moving average has crossed down, there we take the sell entry. So you backtest that. So I'm going to be bringing on a couple of videos, even using other assets, maybe even Forex. We shall try it there, and then I'll be explaining more of the things. So let me quickly share the settings. So on the main chart, the white moving average is period 5, method linear weighted, shift 0, apply to close, the color white, you get, because I have a black background. So one of the moving averages that we're having here is period 90, method linear weighted, apply to high, shift 0, actually period 90, method linear weighted, shift 0, apply to high. You guys don't forget, apply to high, and the color is blue. Now that one is done. So for these moving averages, they are going to be of the same color, much as they're different. So the second moving, the third moving average, the second blue moving average is period 80, shift 0, method linear weighted, apply to low. So these moving averages will never cross each other. Much as they can come close to each other, they will never cross each other, and then they are both blue. So now let's go to the MACD here. The properties are the first EMA is period 15. The slow EMA is period 26. The MACD SMA is 1. Then apply to close. Main is dark green, and then signal is red. You get? That's it basically. And then you be like that, you're good to go. So this is the indicator setup. I'm waiting for any questions in the comments. I'm waiting for any compliments. But if you find this video helpful, please endeavor to subscribe. I wish you the best and peace.